Shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to Rooted in Hebrew. Um, Again, my name is Mike, and today we will be talking about entertaining life or death. And we know we live in a world that's full of distractions, and for a lot of it, it boils down to being entertaining, and that's how we can, things can move just that quick. But at the same time, we being awakened, you have to ask yourself, what's entertaining you? Is it what you have based upon the scriptures, or do you have what's based upon right there in front of you, life, or what you're trying to achieve? Because entertainment always starts in the mind. No matter how you look at it, it starts in the mind first. What you see, what you think, and what you thrive on. That's your entertainment. And so, we have always been warned, excuse me, uh, about a certain type of entertainment. Um, some that have a whole lot of movies that have a whole lot of killing and demonic stuff going on. Yeah, that's a warning that we have received, and that we should not be like inviting these type of things into our house, and especially when it comes down to your kids, because those are the most vulnerable ones, are the kids, and the devil has no he has no regards for them. Shalom, Sister Anita Williams. Nice to have you in, sis. He has no regards for them. But I will say that for people nowadays, the entertainment, because this political stuff, that stuff was strictly entertainment. That's what it was. And it seemed that the dust for civil war averted. That's what it seems. Because it seemed like one side is happy now. And so they got what they wanted. Now, it's like from that day going forward, what is it going to be about? What are we going to see? My encouragement is don't put your guards down. Period. Don't put your guards down, because wicked is wicked. They just had a name to it. It was called Civil War. But wicked is wicked. So now how they plan on getting down? That remains to be seen. Shalom, Brother Kenneth. Nice to have you in, brother. So if we look at it like that, you always have to be on guard to what's entertaining you. Well, they could be reality. It can be scriptural. But it's one of the two is going to happen. It's going to be life or death that will be entertaining you. You may be entertaining yourself with faithful things. That's life. You may have a person out there entertaining themselves with death. Let's go back to the 90s. Look at the music. We've seen what was entertaining a lot of us back then. And it was all negative. The sisters with B's and H's. Brother was telling sisters to drop it like it's hot. They did it. Now here we are in a redemption phase. That's where we are. We are literally in a redemption phase for brothers and sisters to save one another. That's where we at. So let's entertain redemption for our brothers and sisters. And as we all know, that would not be easy. That within itself is going to be a battle. It's going to. But we are literally at a redemption phase. in our so-called black lives. We're the only ones separated as a nation or as a people. So the redemption of over a decade of calling our sisters out their name, Shalom, Sister Pixie Dust, um, it laid its damage. It did. You had sisters out there calling themselves bees. I'm the number one bee. But it started with these brothers. They led this now. They led that. So it got to the point where a lot of you already know, a lot of our sisters got lewd. They did. And then, you got to blame the leaders, period. And your leaders are people whom you may not think or look at as a leader. But back in the 90s, yes, those leaders was out there. They was out there. And it was called rappers or movie stars for that matter. That's who growing up in the 90s, everybody wanted to be like, or at least have their money and their lifestyle. That's what we was going after. We got older, had kids, boom. That stuff took into the back seat to reality. That's what it did. But it's being felt right down to this very day. That's what's happening. It's being felt right now. And there is a redemption that we really needs to be maintained, or matter of fact, or entertaining it, because I'm saying more so brothers, we allowed the world to get up under our skin. This is what we did. We allowed the world to get up under our skin, and it did. The moment we had a breakthrough, we ran through without even thinking about looking back. That's what we did. Brother Dylan, Shalom, that's what we did. And we weren't thinking about nobody else. The moment a door opened up, it would appear that your life would be a lot better. We selfishly went after it because we knew what the effects was if we did not go forward. But it all depends on how you went forward. Did you go forward? Just all right, I reached this here. It's time for me to go back to my people. And we all pretty much know majority of brothers and sisters didn't do that. Matter of fact, when they did get to a certain position in their life, I mean, for the vast majority of them, I mean, at least from Hollywood to movies, or sports, no, they'll do that little, what do they call it? Commercial showing that they giving some Christmas gift to the kids for that little short time. And then at the same time, it's a tax write-off. They're just showing the world, oh, this movie star, this basketball player gave these kids these toys and stuff. But how many days out of a year is it? Why is it you have all these basketball rappers, movie stars? If you take all of their income, put it together, I know it will be whopping. That's something you can entertain. But we press on because we got into and said, hey, your life is your life. You got to do you. That's what people said. You do you. But when you start to entertain yourself with life and death, you're not necessarily just thinking about yourself. It's just like, let's give a good example. What's the brother name? George Floyd. You want to talk about a Negro pissed? Woo, good night. When I seen that, I literally seen a brother wasting away right before my very eyes. Even though it was on the video. And my cousin was on Facebook, and he was doing, some type of documentary about it. And I said, "Cuz, I mean, this is just me looking at it. It affected me, although I did not know that brother personally. But there was a connection between me and that brother, or any brother and sister for that matter, that share the same skin color, because we know pretty much where it's coming from, and we know the end result of it. That's the thing that makes us mad. Let's go back. What's this dude's name? The one that got in it was L.A. Rodney. I forgot his name. I don't know why I'm thinking about Dangerfield. But when he got beat, whoever, like, they camcorder or whatever had him, because at that time I don't think of no cell phones. They had a camcorder and they were recording. They were showing them beating him. Rodney King, thanks a lot, Sister Monica. Thanks a lot. Rodney King. And I'm like, but all of them. And then so now what they do to people that look like us, it made our blood boil. Now that type of stuff entertained us to a measure of, well, hate. Shalom, Brother Robert. Nice to have you in, brother. That's what he did. It brought in hate. Because, I mean, anybody with common sense, don't nobody want to sit up here and get to see some nonsense like that, as if it's not going to affect us. It's going to affect us. And I don't care how you look at it. It's going to affect us. You may see a brother blue-black. You're going to be affected by that. Something detrimental that happened to that brother or sister. You're going to be affected by it. That's how the world is using entertainment for good and bad, life and death. That's what they're doing. And I'm not saying that pull away from the TV when you see stuff like that. No, I'm not going to say that. But if it's affecting you, just think about how it's affecting the Most High when he sees his people. People claiming, oh yeah, he took his own life hanging from a tree. See, the arrogance is kicked in. It's something else. Shalom, Sister Monica. But this entertainment with this past election, I felt it was a gimmick, and I felt it was just geeking people up. Like, things are on the up and up. That's how I see it. As if things are on the up and up. No, we still in the end times. That has not changed. And the thing about it is, you're a day closer. Each and every day, you're a day closer to the finale. One of a massive exodus. That's that one. That massive exodus. That's across the board. Two, whatever they talking about, this World War III, yeah, that's going to be their thing. That's going to be their thing. But the entertainment of life and death, yes, we should be entertaining ourselves with that. constantly, knowing what we're watching, knowing what we're seeing, and know how it is affecting us. We are in a redemption mode, or at least we should be individually, because you have brothers and sisters out there that needs that saving. And like I said, it would sound like it is an impossible task. It's not. You can walk upon a homeless person. He may be homeless and hungry. You give him $1. That dollar may just change his whole lifestyle. You just don't know. But you did your part to a degree. And you entertain yourself with the love of the Most High towards another person. Now, when we say entertaining ourselves, now we're not the only one that's been entertained. That's one thing I would say. We're not the only one that's been entertained. We have the angels are also being entertained. Now, the difference between them is they're being entertained. We're issuing out judgment, life and death. They know exactly. They have the books. They know the history. They know which ones the Most High had them slighted. And he's swiping to the left. Period. And that's the thing. Is when you are in a stage to which we know, to which we study the scriptures, kind of, we are in the end times. This is a time of judging. This is a judgment. This is where we're at. So in order for you not to fall upon that type of judgment, this is what the scriptures say you must do in order to be saved. And along with that free will, now that all on the individual cases remains to be seen. How we're going to proceed with that information that we have in order for us to choose life or choose death. And ain't nobody in their right mind gonna choose death, but this is what they want to do. They're thinking they're choosing life, but then they want to do the things that leads to death. Off the top, majority of our brothers that was hanging from trees, who did that? Those was Christians. Those were Christian people claiming to be a holy people. Yeah, but that love, brother, save people. A lot of us is gonna be love. So what does the scripture say? Love covers a multitude of sin. Yes, it does. But fighting to maintain that love, you're going to catch some blows from the devil off the top. Fight to maintain love. You gonna catch some blows from the devil because he don't want you doing that because he knows what it means. Because now you entertaining yourself with life. The more you entertain yourself with life, it would appear that the more you have a battle, the more unnecessary nonsense come your way. Because one, you're trying to keep unclean spirits out your house. Two, you go about just minding your business. You get a crazy thought in your head. You're like, where is this coming from? It's because you are choosing life, entertaining life instead of death. You're not right here talking about, shooting somebody and killing. That was the world does. Back in Noah's day, most I said people, their mentality was bad all the time. bad all the time. So yes, I mean when I say choosing your entertainment, it's going to either make you or it's going to break you, one or the other. That entertainment is not something you want to play with. Truthfully, we've seen a lot of things in this world. We have. We have seen a lot of things. Um, I've been doing a lot of small little videos, and I tell you, and I post them. I post them. Just for a moment. Sister Kathy Jones, Shalom. I was calling your husband on WhatsApp. I mean, no one ever picked up. I sent an email to you all yesterday when I sent your husband email, and I tried to send a text through my regular line. It won't go through. So I mean, if you can, sis, can you check your WhatsApp and see if you all see my missed call? Because I was calling. Ooh, I called plenty of times, and let me, and I mean, if you can, just send me a text on WhatsApp, and then because I got your number programmed, and just send me a text or whatever, and then I can reply to you. Sorry, I had to let them know because it seems like I sent emails out, they don't go out because it was another sister I posted. She wanted to talk, and I'm texting, and texting, no response, and I sent the email, no response, and so I'm like, what's going on? And so kind of find out my emails are not going out. Now I'm trying to figure that out. But going back, all right, thanks a lot, Sister Jones. Yeah, because I really want to meet up. I really want to talk with your husband about that. Because me and this other sister here, we're talking about doing something on an acre of land. So yeah, I really want to talk to your husband. But brother, this is what I'm saying. It's entertaining. So now me and this other sister, uh, Bantu Lisa. Now we're entertaining or working together, doing some things together. That's the entertainment that brings forth life. As long as you stick to the laws when it comes to your brothers and sisters, you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. But if you come off with trying to be some getting shady, no, you find yourself up on a judgment. You will. You'll find yourself up on the judgment. So however you go about entertaining your line of thinking, it's going to be upon you, upon us individually, but for maintaining those laws, along with entertaining ourselves through life, you cannot go wrong. You cannot go wrong. You'll be on that narrow path that leads to everlasting life. Period. That cramped road, yes, that's the one. Because now you choosing the laws and to do right by your brothers and sisters. Sister Letitia, shalom. But the entertainment of our brothers and sisters, yes. And especially when you have little ones, their entertainment, we already know that the devil is out there to take on. He's out there giving them some type of entertainment that is ridiculous. Because we know exactly what he's trying to do. If he can draw your kids in, if he can draw those kids in, one, the parents not going to agree with it. Two, it's going to bring in a measure of stress because you don't want your child going down that route because you know the end result of it. Then it starts to affect the whole family. He knows exactly what he's doing and how to get inside the family. If he can start with the least experienced child, he's going to do that. He's going to do it. The parents were walking around here trying to figure out what's going on in this child's mind and things of that nature. But when it's boiled down to it, it's gonna be some type of entertainment, whether it's friends, friends that they getting associated with, or in some cases, which I knew, kids bring toys home. Now, I don't view Ouija board as a toy. That's just me. But you have some of these little Gentile kids think that stuff is funny. They think that stuff is funny. It's what's the word? Elusive. They be like, oh, so. No. I knew there was one brother, and he had an encounter with that. And when he seen what it was, he was like, "Nah, man, I ain't mess with that." And so with these people, they kept on asking him to stay, asking him to stay. And so he kind of under peer pressure, he stayed. But then they were edging him on to ask a question. He was like, and he didn't want to do it. He was reluctant. So what had happened? He just went on and said, "What's the Most High's real name?" Because he was up on his, he was, matter of fact, he was on it was Job. And so when he said that, when the board, that little whatever the thing they call, it moved and it said YHWH. He shot out of there, shot out of the house. He got up out of there. That we and truthfully, we need to start teaching our kids what board games are good board games and what board games that they need to stay away from. Because if trust and believe, your kids not going to be around you 24 hours a day. They spend majority of the time in school. They only come home to eat, sleep, rest, get up and do the same thing the next day. So the majority of their time is away from you. The majority of your time is away from them because you got to work, unless you may be a stay-at-home mom or something. These are the dilemmas that we have. I mean, although we do have to go to work, we got to make a living. But ask yourself, where's the majority of your time? It's going to be at work, brothers, and sisters too. Where's the majority of your kids' time? At school. Your kids learn more at school than they will at home. So it is so important to entertain your kids and grandkids with valuable information that they're going to need, because they're the ones who's marked. They're marked and they don't even know it. And you need to let them know too, hey, you marked. This is the reason why you marked. But at the same time, this is going across the board. Whether you're a Christian or Islam, that still goes across the board. This is not a board game. This can bring in a whole lot of trouble. So that's something I will encourage brothers and sisters across the board, because of the demon activity has increased. It has increased. It has. And so if you think that the demon activity has increased, think about what's increasing on these kids. You're seeing the days coming to an end. You're seeing things happening. All right, yeah, they may throw a little monkey wrench in lately. Shalom, brother Yasin. Shalom. But we should not let our guards down. No, we shouldn't. Our guards need to be up constantly. Constantly. We got to stay on guard. He don't sleep. He stays up all night long. trying to figure out what he's going to do, what type of mayhem he could bring about on God's people. That's what he does. These are some dangerous times, brothers. I mean, my encouragement: don't let your guards down. You know, do not let your guards down. Take children. Let me on that tech, that stuff can be demonic as well. It can. It can be alluring. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why I say alluring. You find people on their phone playing games nearby all day long for hours. What is it about this cell phone that keep everybody head bent playing games when you don't have nothing else to do? What it you may appear there's nothing else to do. Don't get me wrong, I got caught up in that nonsense. But now the question is, what's keeping you awake? What's keeping you glued to this phone? There's a spirit behind that. Although we put ourselves in need of cell phones when they first came came on the market back in the days, everybody waited till they got home to listen to the voicemail on their phone, and you listen to all of your messages. If you needed to call somebody, what do? Pick up the phone, whether you had a rotary or you had a push button. That's what we did. That's what we did. But the world went and twisted it and said, hey, you can get the cell phone and in the event of emergency, all you gotta do is call. You ain't gotta wait till you get home. You can make a phone call. I got a flat tire, or I was in a car accident, which it served its purpose. But there was a diabolical side to it also. You can sit up here and talk about buying burgers and fries. That thing, that what we call a cell phone, is nothing but a two-way radio. That's all it is. They listen to you. It listen to your conversation. When you think you done turned it off, it's not off. It's not off. It is not off. Why is it so important? And they think it's for commercialism. There's something about these electronic devices. It sounds good, but at the same time, there's a dark side to it. There's a dark side because I don't even think they open up the. Well, last I heard that they was trying to get this new type of internet going, and I do know that excuse me, there was some data centers I was working in that was installing this stuff. Yes. Yeah, you're right about that now, Sister Kathy. These cell phones are just like TVs, you know. It's just, and that's the thing that's getting me, Sister Kathy. I was not so forgetful. I may have a name or two, but but the first and last, I'm going to forget one of the two. But then I have to start. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I had to go back and start playing not spades. I had to put the cards down and remember where I put the cards, just to, and get them and put them back. But no, it's like that. Oh, Sister Zenobia, yes. Oh yeah, off the top. There's a spirit behind it. There's a spirit behind it. And ain't nobody gonna tell me anything different about that. There is a spirit behind it. When a child, you take a phone from a child, and that child gets to become somebody else, that's a problem. That is a problem. When kids say, I can't live without my phone, man. What? And you looking at like, man, if you don't get a hold of it, but the child is telling you the truth. The child is telling you the truth. They made them feel that they cannot live without phone. I've seen kids get talked about so bad when it came to the cell phone, they took their own lives. That thing, Sister Zenobia, yes, it is very demonic. It's very demonic. But this is what we are allowing our kids to entertain themselves with. And we did when we started when we was kids, give them a little, give them a tablet. They playing with it, maybe slobbering on it. But eventually, before that child is 1 year old, that child gonna know how to swipe. That child gonna know when to go up, go down to the side. Whew. That's not good. That is not good at all. No, it's not. That's very bad. And it's these kids, and especially these grandkids, they're getting the bulk of it. And so now, if you think that having a cell phone and things of that nature is bad, just think about the content that's popping up on their phone. We did a study on family, no cell phone. Oh yeah, you know what? Wait a minute. They did a study with the family, no cell phone for the entire family, and they all failed. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, I gotta constantly ask myself, hey, how am I looking at this stuff? I mean, are you willing to let it go? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, brothers and sisters. A lot of your information is on that cell phone. Your banking information, your 401k, cell phone. Everything nearby about you is on that cell phone. That's a very dangerous thing. And if that phone come up missing, you're trying to get into your checking account, you ain't got your phone number for them to send you a text, you hemmed up. Shoot, sis, I don't know. Yeah, but we're seeing this stuff. That's why I'm kind of reluctant when it comes to a lot of this stuff we say we want to bring to enhance ourselves and our brothers and sisters. No, we really need to sit down and analyze everything, because it don't make sense leaving captivity and bringing over some residue that has captivity written all on it. Something go capture your mind and hold your mind on to something. No, we don't want that. We want our kids to go outside and play, you know, like we did. These kids don't go outside and play. Their plan is talking to the friend on the other end while they playing video games with their friends on the phone and things of that nature, or on Xbox. That's socializing, electronically socializing. That's not good. Nah, not one red cent. Mm, mm, mm. But this is what Hashatan brought about. Now ask yourselves this. We went 100 years with a home telephone. Home telephone, right? Now, 100 years. But when we started getting close to the end of the system of things, then came that pager. Oh, everybody wanted a pager. 911. I got to call home. That pager. That pager stayed around for like what? Maybe. I can't say 10 years. That pager was not around that long. Um, hmm. Mm. Sister Sheila, you keep playing with a brother. Shalom, Sister Sheila C. How you doing? Um, I don't think that page was. I don't even think that page was around 10 years. Then the brick phone came. That brick phone. It came out, and after that brick phone came out, then came that flip phone. That's when we got into it. And they know when to do it. They gradually brought that stuff in, but they did it kind of quick though. Because if you look at it, why? You mean tell me? Out of all the 100 years we had home telephone, or over 100 years, and now you're coming out with a cell phone. You're coming out with a cell phone, and within, let me see, cell phones came out like the late 90s, late 90s. MFG, Shalom, man, yeah, you've been missing MFG. Thought maybe you became a millionaire, you forgot about a brother. Went on about your business. Nah, it's nice to have you here, bro. But when the time started to get close to the end, he bring all this stuff out. And he bring out all of this stuff. Then came um, instead of you having that floor model TV, oh, you will be all right. Hey man, keep me let me know when you talking about coming here, brother. What part of Africa you talking about? Oh man, all right. I ain't mad at you now. And you know what, brother? All right, no, I ain't gonna say. All right, just, mm, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put my email in the chat. You take it down, and then I send you my number. Oh man, here we go again. All right. And bro, MFG, and make sure you just have WhatsApp on your phone, because man, they give you like 50 minutes of international phone call. So I just do WhatsApp and be done with it. Yeah, and let me know. Just send me an email in, bro. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. So like I was saying, they move with this stuff here, and they brought it about, but it took off. And now, do you all remember back in the early 2000s, when the world went from analog to digital, and you had to buy these boxes like from Walmart or little black boxes in order for you to take an analog and switch it to a digital signal? Because now, if you had a digital TV, you didn't need it. But if you didn't, for which vast majority of people didn't, we had the big 36-inch TV, but it was a big one. It had a big back and size and everything. But people, they still had that. So they had to hook up that box up in order for them to get a digital signal. Then eventually, all right, thanks a lot, bro. And then eventually, the digital world was introduced. The government bought all analog lines. Now, mind you, I work for the phone company. I climb those poles. If you go inside of one of these phone boxes, and you see a little black box, and you see maybe four wires. Somebody in that neighborhood is under investigation. We know for a fact we don't supposed to touch it. Because you may have some entity that's listening in on the conversation. Yes. They don't have to do that no more. Nope. They don't have to do that no more. Matter of fact, it started with analog lines where they didn't have to do that. Because what did everybody do? They went from it still wasn't, it was analog, but we bought the phone that was a cordless phone. And you remember the phone that had the antenna on it? You raise it up, boom. It's kind of heavy, heavy duty phone and thing, but it was no cords to it. You just sit it down and charge it up. All the police have to do was sit there, not even a block away, and with a two-way radio, all they got to do is find your signal, doop, 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 and hear your whole conversation. Hear your whole conversation. So going into court talking about getting a warrant and everything to tap a line, you got a cell phone. They don't need to do that no more. You got cell phones. Everything is digital. And when it went digital, that's when you open up your life. Because now digital is so easy to circumvent. Well, you know what, sis? Now we on a cell phone because you put yourself in a digital, you put yourself in a digital world because everything that goes out is digital. It's in waves. And if you're in front of that wave, if you have the two-way radio, they can hear your whole conversation. Oh yeah, I'm going out of the country for like a month, and so they listening because they hearing everything you say. When people was on YouTube, Facebook, letting them know they was all over here in the country doing this and doing that. Those are the ones who got robbed, and they're posted. So they're over there in Hawaii enjoying themselves while their house getting robbed. And they taking a sweet time if they rob it. Because you're not there. Oh, yeah, that was a big thing. That was a big thing back in the days. When they was right here telling everybody, I'm out here doing this here, I'm so and so this. That's enough time for a robber to do what he need to do. And if somebody was looking for you, they didn't like you, you had a boyfriend or a girlfriend that was kind of haywire, they know exactly where to go to find you. Sister Georgetta, Shalom. They know exactly where to find you. Now, this stuff here is the same way. Now, you may see in the movies when somebody's on the run, yeah, they get rid of their cell phone. They know it's one of the biggest GPS finders in the world. They know this. And that's why you see people, they throw it away. Now, this is the thing, brothers. When it gets down to that time, you may have to break camp. My thing is this, brothers, be smart about it. Write your contacts in a notebook, your family members. If it gets like that, then take that notebook with you. If you come across a phone that you can use that phone. If you go to I can't say this on the thing, but I gotta bite my tongue on that one. But write your contact information on a notebook. Keep that notebook with you because it may come down to it. You may have to get rid of that cell phone. Although all your information may be on it, the Most High said He's going to destroy the system. And if technology is a part of that, he knows exactly what it's doing to individuals. When kids can sit right here and look at all the texts and kids talking about somebody so bad and everything, child feels so bad. Boom. Child up there hanging from a closet rope. That's the strength of a demonic device we call a cell phone. Well, all of cell phones will be traceable. The only thing about it is this: what they call a burner. You get that from I ain't gonna say a dollar store. Um, mm, you get it from like one of these off-brand stores. You spend a few dollars, you get your little you put your little minutes on anything, but you don't register that phone. Once you register the phone with your email and all of your information, it jumps off of one. Well, it ain't gonna jump off of that phone. It just gonna go to that phone also. That's how that works. That's how that works. It doesn't just drop off. I got what? 3 laptops. Got all my information, same one. Boom. They recognize it. You're not going to get a laptop, and well, you can get one, but you're gonna have to put some information in it in order for you to use it. You're gonna have to. But that's why I say, when it comes to um, protecting yourself in the event of an disaster, these are the things that we need to start protecting ourselves with. If we know that this cell phone, it has all your information in, and what they banking on, they're not gonna be that foolish to get rid of their cell phone. They got all the information in it. That's what they're banking on. That's what they're banking on. Is that you're not going to be fooled. You're going to let all this, this here go, or whatever the situation. That's what they're banking on. In the clouds, there you go. When I say we walked into it, brothers and sisters, we walked into it unknowingly now. Unknowingly, we walked into it. We thinking it's the best thing. You got your kids, buy a cell phone for your kids. If anything happens, you give me a call. That's how we was looking at it. To be conniving, underhanded and thing, that was not our cup of tea. It could have been the government or whatever, but not ours. And that's how we was living our lives. So when it got down to it, eventually you got rid of the not cell phone, you got rid of your home phone. And so when you got rid of your home phone, let me tell you how these people look so far in the future. AT&T knew what was happening. So they started getting rid of the regular old landlines. But they kept the internet because there's still money on the internet side, And they pretty much based it off of TV, entertainment. So yes, they were pushing it. The internet. Comcast also. The internet. That's all these companies was pushing. That's all they was selling was internet. Because they seen that you're talking about buying cable TV, that was a joke. All you need was the internet. A Roku box, yes, that's all. You buy it, buy whatever channel you want to buy, and you keep it moving. So they seen that was a dead stick for them to be talking about selling packages of cable stations. So they went to the internet, and so now that was a move that they came upon. And if you notice, the only 2 players was Comcast or some people may say Cox Cable or and AT&T. The only 2 players, pretty much. And so when they get on your nerve, it's like, you know what? I'm shutting this off and I'm gonna go to Comcast. They like politicians. They don't care. They playing what's that called? Tennis. They playing tennis. Guess who the ball? Here we go again. This thing froze. I tell you. Oh boy. Yeah, alrighty. It's starting to freak. It ain't even. And please, okay. Did I freeze up a little bit? Well, yeah. I see what you're saying, Brother Dylan. About walkie-talkies. Yeah. But yes. Okay. Indeed. All right. Hope we don't have that again. But that's yeah. You the ball. You are the ball. And all they doing, they just playing tag team. One moment they go get the money, Comcast gonna make you mad, then you go back to AT&T, and they can talk they giving you a deal, a special pricing for being whatever situation may be. But it's tag team. It remind me of politicians. They remind me of the politicians. They ain't worried about you and your. They would sit. They would talk to it on the phone. Like, we're so sorry that happened to you. They give you that story. Boom. Yeah, walkie talkies. Walkie talkies is going to be good. Um, it all depends on the range. The range of it. Um, the range. Yeah, that's going to be the most important part of the walkie talkies. Um, but it's all about truthfully making sure that your immediate family is in your vicinity, and friends and family that thinks alike. As much as they talk. We can talk about our family in Christendom and Islam. Now they go wise up real quick. They go wise up real quick. So I wouldn't even you know lose a lot of sleep over them because they're going to wake up. They're going to be forced to wake up. The reality is going to show them exactly what's going down. So I mean, if all possible, walkie talkies and with the range, and then you have some out there that's pretty much got a nice range to them, and things of that nature. I mean, until the Most High says it's that time to go, find a safe place, um, where brothers and sisters can hang out until that time, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Now, I mean, don't take faith in the world saying we averted a civil war. It may not be called civil war. It's going to be called something else. It's going to be called something else. Because now you got to ask yourself this. Out of all of those immigrants that came in and these people still didn't win, where they going to go? Where they going to go? Is Trump going to do a massive, what do you call it, deportation? That's the question. Now you got all these people here. What's going to happen? Truthfully, we don't know, because these countries where they came, they said, no, you cannot send them back. I mean, how are you going to work this out, man? I mean, how are they going to work these things out? They did put themselves in. Now, it's going to be left up to who to do these things. Not the Biden administration. It seems like it's going to be on Trump. Or is it going to be so blatant? It's going to be like, if you're just not an American, you got to go. We don't care where you go, but you got to get up out of here. How he's going to do that, that remains to be seen. That remains to be seen. Oh yes, I think they're gonna go. Oh yeah, they will go crazy. They left the front door open. Matter of fact, that door don't close until what? Until he's sworn in as president, if I'm not mistaken. That ain't to what? I mean, that don't happen until January. Yeah, Sister Georgetta, he's saying that. I mean, Yeah, that's easier. It's easier said than done. That's how I'm looking at it. Because now you talking about billions of dollars that you will have to spend to get them on a plane or a bus to get them up out of here. And then how you gonna drop them off at the border? No, they got themselves into something. That's what they did. They got themselves into something. And say everybody whose name ain't on. Gotta leave here. Ah, boy, yeah, I see that. You know, this is gonna be messy. It's already messy, but it's I don't know. And you know, at the same time, I will say this: I can see policemen just going crazy. Time I was in fear of my life because now they feel that they got a person in power who can what's they call it? What do they call it when they got into some trouble in the president? Um, I forgot the name of it. Where the pet president will get them out of jail. It's something like that. I forgot the name of it. But that's what I'm seeing on the horizon. And I see a lot more intensity on black people. I can see that. And it's immunity. There you go, Sister Jones. Immunity. Or pardon. That's what it is. That's what I was looking for, was a pardon. And so, I mean, these are the things, brothers and sisters, I mean, that's hovering over our heads. Now, for the so blacks that was voting for him and saying this and saying that, he can get the economy straight. They put their trust in a dollar that's about to be demolished, destroyed, under judgment. The dollar is under judgment, regardless of nobody. I don't care what nobody says. It's up under judgment. So now, like they're saying, you know what, gold, it did not go down dramatically. And it's like, don't worry about, you know, gold going back down. The dollar's not going to rise. It's under judgment. And we don't follow the market like that, but we look at what the Most High said. If you're in this system, you're going to get judged by this system. I mean, not by the system, you're going to get judged for being part of the system. And that thing there, that dollar, is part of that system. Now, how they plan on doing that, that's, you know, it'll blow me away. I don't know. But now, I've been seeing some clips of people using The Simpsons as like depicting the future. Now, in one of the episodes, they were showing like Trump was dead. He got, you know, I was like, are you joking me? And people were like, wait a minute now, because they were saying this years ago. And I'm like, come on, man, are y'all joking me? Now, if something like that did happen, yes, it's back on and popping now. Because the first thing people want to think, you know, these people, Kamala did this here, her people did that there. You're right back on the plateau of a civil war. All it takes is some unnecessary nonsense to get that started, to get it popped off. To get that popped off. Brothers and sisters, when I say this, things are not calm. They're not calm. They're not calm at all. Now, at the same time now, I mean, like, you know, I said, I'm not no politician. I'm not a person of warfare. How that stuff goes, I do not know. But if this war got started before he's voted in as president, Do he still become president? You in the midst of a war, or do they keep the old administration in place? I don't know. I mean, that's just like a question that's out there that I've been asking. I'm like, how does that work? But at the same time, entertain your brothers and sisters with yourself as to some type of protection, communications, and things of that nature. Go on, go online, see what stuff is out there that can, where you can have a measure of communication. Because we all know communications is a line of defense. That's what it is. And if we don't have the communication to socialize, I mean, shalom, Sister Ema. Shalom. Nice to have you today. That's what we need. I'm serious. Now, right now, seems like everything is calm. The birds are chirping and things of that nature. In pursuit, shalom, sister. I will still proceed very cautiously. That's just me. I will proceed very cautiously. And at the same time, brothers and sisters, put yourselves in a position to take care of yourself. Because it seems like something's going to go down where these people, some people will be, the government will say, oh, we'll do this here, but you got to do this here for me. That's it. Storm, no matter, brother. Some of our people are going to be caught off guard. You're right about that, Sister Kathy. But they refuse to listen and see the writing on the wall. Sister, if I called you a lie, I'd be lying myself. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And that's across the board. That's across the board. It's just not brothers in the United States, brothers in the UK, EU, South America. A lot of us will get caught off guard. Yes, it is. When you're standing by and you're looking at world events and how things are panning out, yeah, you start to make changes. You start to do things a tad bit different. You don't want to come off too blunt, but at the same time, you don't want to be naive. You do not want to be naive. Sister Georgetta, your family go wise up. They go wise up very quickly. Because we're gonna be put in a position that you're gonna have to wise up. Because what? Who are the first people to get the brunt of anything? We are. And if you're not of Israel and you look like Israel, you go get it. You're just guilty by association. Guilty by association. You look like us. You will get it. You're going to get it. Don't get it twisted. I don't care how light skinned you are. If they got it, oh no, he got a little Negro in her. Or he got a little Negro in him. Give it to him. Because they think they are 100% pure. That's what they think. And they may be pure. They may be pure. Pure for judgment. Pure for judgment. It's going to happen. We still on track to this system demise. We're on track. They just gave off an illusion that everything is copacetic and it's, we're just going with the waves. But it's not. There's going to be a clashing. There's going to be a clash. You still have to January 6th or 20th or something like that. No, that's in time. How long do I? Whew, MFG. Let me tell you something. I said this back in 2023. And I was on your Cobra show, and I was talking. I said, "Now, 2024 is for Black people only. 2024 is for us only." And it was. It was. Yes, it was. It was. I did not see this political thing happening, and we was the forefront. If we was not losing our jobs, not getting put out of the homes, the immigrants coming over, 2024 was for our. When I say Black people, I'm talking about it's just American citizens, Black American citizens. That's what I was talking about, and it came. Now I did not see all of that, but I thought it was something more special that we gonna be getting up out of here. That's what I was saying. But I did say no. This is the year for us. Whew. Yeah, that's what threw me. But as for losing jobs and things, I kind of figured that was going to happen. I kind of figured that was going to happen. And you talk to a lot of brothers out there, and they was like, "Man, my business went belly up." And things of that nature. Brothers and sisters losing jobs. Brothers in their mid-50s moved back in with their parents, with his wife. You never seen nothing like that before. Never. But now you see him, like, man, I can't believe this, man. What, bro? Dude, I'm mid-50s, and I'm talking about, I'm moving back with my mom. Bro, are you for? But it happened. At least this year, I seen a lot of my friends have to move back in with their parents. Back in, I mean, not like they were living with them like for years and years, but things got so hard because there was under the illusion. Oh, got my house, still working on the job, about to get a retirement. No, that stuff didn't work out that way. It didn't work out that way. But this was happening. Now, truthfully, this is just me, brother MFG. December is going to be a changer. And I'm not talking about the end, I'm talking about mid-December. That's going to be a change. That's just me now. What that change is going to be, it's going to be some type of leadership. And I tell you, and I'm not talking about the world either. I'm not talking about the world. I'm speaking about us. Sister Jones, yes, I'm thinking that too. But my 3 months is like December. That's it. Now 2025, truthfully, wow. Truthfully, I'm still stuck in 2021. I'm just surprised this is 2025. I'm sitting me on 2024. But yes, it's going to be a dramatic change in December. And I'm not speaking towards the government or whatever. What in the name of it? What? That's what I'm looking at. Something is going to go. I mean, and I'm looking more so about us. I'm not talking about the world. About the world. It's something about us that's going to change. Sister Ann, Sister Georgetta, all I'm getting is confirmation from it. That's it. That's all I'm getting is confirmation. I was talking to Sister Lisa Bantu. She was blown. She was absolutely blown. She started praying. Yes. We talked for a moment. We talked for a moment. But um I see something by the end of this year. End of this year, and it's concerning us. With the world, no, and it's gonna be like from what I'm seeing, there's gonna be some leaderships for us. Yes, it's going to be some leadership, and there's going to be there'll be some judgments too. There'll be some judgment. Yes, but it seemed like we kind of fell off a little bit, brothers. Because back in the 2 years ago, we used to run deep. We was all on somebody else's page. Everybody was on a panel. Everybody giving this encouragement. Boom, boom, boom. But 2024 came in, all good, gracious, and mighty. Everybody just like came in, turned the light on, and the roaches scattered. Everybody went to his or her own spot up under the crack. 2024. When I said that on your COVID show, I said, no, 2024, this is going to be our time. I'm thinking, time like getting ready to, get up out of here. Truthfully, yeah, we were talking about getting up out of here, but we didn't. But everything that started to happen to us, the channels and everything, everybody had boom, boom, boom. People over here talking, people over here debating, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that's what we was doing. 2024 came in, we all dispersed, it seems like. We all dispersed. We're starting to get into conflict with other brothers and sisters. We start to have the little TCA situation. Just think about that now. All of that took place in 2024. Wait a minute, TCA? Yeah. TCA, 2024. All this other stuff with different brothers and sisters and things of that nature took place in 2024. And everything about the YouTube channel about Israelite brothers kind of died down. It kind of died down. If you think I'm joking, go back and look at your feed from last year. Go back and look at it. Yes. Oh, it's been big. Oh, brother, MLG, yes. It was very crazy. People were calling other people out on a teaching and things of that nature. I'm like, if you got a problem with your brother, what do the scriptures say? You don't need to be on no YouTube airing your business out talking about your teaching. Oh, I want to debate you. So what you want to do is fight, and for the public to see. And I heard some brothers say, no, you come on and you battling me, man, you're gonna lose all of your followers. Your followers will go follow me. This is the stuff I was hearing. That is absolutely just crazy. But all of this took place when? The year I said it was gonna be our time. And it was our time. I was looking at a different thing though, but it was our time. Many are called out. People will be chosen. Let me tell you something on that, Sister Ema. Many are called. Many are called to take the lead. Many are called. So I'm not saying that you're saying that this is, but when I say this, when that scripture say many are called, but only a few will be chosen, that's true. It's not saying that the ones that did not get chosen that they cast off to death. And it could mean that, but still you will have some who just are called, but then they let the stresses of life get to them, to it they lost focus, and so they was not chosen, but they still may have life in view. The Most High, He entertains an attitude of not to destroy no one. No one. He entertains that, and He lives up to it. That's what we have to look at also. He has a desire for everyone to be saved. That's what He has. But this year, I seriously believe there's going to be you're gonna start seeing brothers out there taking a lead. Yes, I seriously believe that you will see them taking a lead. Not, I ain't gonna say arrogantly. They're gonna take the lead, and they're gonna know who sent them to take the lead. The Most High is the Elohim of order. That's who He is. And so, I mean, brothers and sisters, I mean, that's just my line of thinking. And things of that nature. I mean, I'm hearing a lot of stuff when they come to these what do they call them, prophetess. I don't get involved with saying this person here is a false prophet, a false prophet, and things of that nature. I don't get in. And when somebody sits and say, "Oh, this person is going to lose his life," and I don't get involved with that. The Most High is going to judge somebody. He don't need to tell somebody else that He's going to do that to somebody. It happens. I rather speak life over brothers and sisters than death. Period. Because when you start to wish something on people, they usually come back up on you. Now, I want to bring that up on myself. Shalom, Sister Yvonne. I'm serious. That's just my line of thinking. That's the way I want to think. I'd rather speak life on brothers and sisters. That's my. I choose for that to be my get up. And then don't get me wrong. Some of these brothers get on my last nerve, and I probably get on their last nerve too. But I'm not going to wish that upon them. No, I mean, by the Most High's grace, it won't be said of me. It will not be said of me. If I got to separate myself from you, so be it. I will separate myself from you. I don't want nothing bad to come upon you. Nah. So when it's all over said and done, we cut from the same cloth. We're cut from the same cloth. And the more we understand it, the better off we want to be. It's not about some brothers being lifted up above everybody else and living high off the horse. It's not about that. Trust and believe. We all will be on the same totem pole. Now, you may be a person who can construct a house. So be it. You have that gift. If you want to build you a nice luxury house, so be it. I ain't mad at you. I'm not. But everybody will not be able to live like that, brother. And then we all need to get in our head, because we all will still have different lifestyles. We all will have different lifestyles, but we all will be up under the same law. Brothers and sisters won't be going hungry. If they do, somebody in that tribe ain't doing something right, and they may be finding themselves up under judgment. That's what we have in store in front of us. That's what we have. This time, you're gonna start seeing brothers stepping up. Ain't gonna be a lot, but you're gonna see some step up. They're gonna start taking the lead because they're gonna know exactly who sent them to take the lead. It's going to happen. 2024, yes, it was for us. And it was, and then this was not, it was not a good year for us. It was not. We have to go through some tribulations. Now, the world's tribulation, truthfully, I can't say when it's going to start, but it would appear that it's going to be brief for us. It seems that way. It seems that way. And it seems like once they get into their tribulation, and we start to notice, hey, you got people over here dropping, you got people over there dropping, you boom, that's going to be your starting for all the great tribulation that started. This many people that dropped over here, this many, you know for a fact what has started. You will know that. And brothers and sisters, I don't want to keep you too long because I'm trying to keep this, I was trying to keep it up under an hour. But you're going to see me, let me also say this. If I was in a studio, I'll be coming up with this music myself that I put on these videos I'll be downloading, uploading, and things of that nature. Because I tell you, AI don't know when it AI. I tell you the truth. AI do not know how to come in on beat. So it's telling me that yeah, it's made by these Gentiles, but they cannot come in on a beat to save his life. And the more I sit there and tell this thing, oh no, we don't want to call that flag. The alphabet flag, they put it in more. See, I'm not in the studio. If I was in the studio, it'd be a totally different thing. But I will be doing some videos and things and posting them and things. And I hope that you brothers and sisters continue to support the movement, what we're doing. We're rooted in Hebrew. That's the Cash App name. And so that we get the movement. But like I was saying, I'm working with Sister Bantu Lisa. And yeah, we're going to do some things. We're going to do some things on an acre of land, and we just, I'm doing some research and seeing what needs to be put in place in order for this to really take off. And I hope you brother continue to support it by means of your donations, and that we get things right. MFG. And brother, I'll be looking forward for you, to come here and everything, because truthfully, the stronger our community is, the stronger we are together. And I just uploaded a video about that, and that was it took me so long to get that video together, but every last bit of it in was 2 minutes. AI was giving me the hardest time. I'm like, what? But that's Satan's system. It's not going to work. Everything for us. And you may see a clip in there when they got a cross or something. But then when I see that, and at the end of it, I try to put a message at the end of it where it can supersede all of that. They have to understand it, brothers and sisters, understand that. Shalom, Partitia. Shalom, sister. And so, yeah, I think I uploaded thus far 2. One of them is still in the making. Now it's like 4 minutes long, and I said some things in there it didn't like. I tell you, I said some things in that thing it did not like, and I mean it caved in. I said, no, I gotta go back through this here and see what else I need to take out of this thing, because they got some couples in there, and because I was talking about. The title of it is called Redemption. Redemption of our people. And it was talking about how, the storyline was how black people are working together, fighting to redeem one another, to bring one another back together. What did I say that for? That thing went haywire. Tell me I can't do this for you or whatever situation. I'm like, wait a minute, as long as I'm paying you every month, you got to do something. You got to do something. But anyway, it went on in it, and so I just started editing the the media portion. And I went and I started typing everything. One of them is a poetic poem for our sisters. And I ain't like it was. I went in there and I changed a lot of that stuff. Yes, I did. I went and changed a lot of. Yes, I did. And I'm going to be uploading a lot more poems for brothers and sisters. I'm going to. And this is how we, I mean, this is just my mentality of how we need to entertain ourselves with these things. Because trust and believe, there's going to be somebody out there that's going to need it. They're going to need it. And that's my whole purpose of doing that. And I said, I try to get up around like 3:30, 4 o'clock, and I sit behind this computer and play with this stuff because I know it's just for like a 2-minute clip. Take me a couple of hours to get that thing together because they keep on putting stuff in. I know for a fact I don't get down that way. And I don't want nobody, and I don't want the audience to get the understanding. Hey, he got this stuff in his video. Because I knew one brother, he was alluding to a scripture that supported that type of lifestyle. I'm like, I don't know what scripture you've been reading. I mean, what book are you reading? But then everybody started filling them out, and everybody his channel just went up in smoke because they felt that you're going down the road that brothers and sisters not trying to entertain that. There's no scripture that supports that. But when it's all over said and done, brothers and sisters, we're still looking for support, at least to get to, not least, to get to Malawi to do what we need to do over there, as well as what we're doing here. Because now with Sister Lisa Bantu, she want to sit down and talk about what we can do for her land and things there. And so it's a pretty good big. It's going to be a pretty big project, and I'm looking forward to working with Sister. She's very she's a no nonsense person. I can tell you that now. She is a no nonsense person. If you came in with some shady stuff, trust and believe, she gonna have you made out before you walk. Take another step. And she's not the one to hold back her tongue. She don't chew gum on her tongue. That's what I like about the sister. She just flat out just don't play with some unnecessary nonsense. You're not about Yah's people and about those laws. She be like, kick rocks. And it's just, that's the way she is. And I like it. That's just my night. And so with that, brothers and sisters, you all be safe. I'm going to work on some more videos before it get too late here, and I'm going to upload them. And wait a minute. Hold on, Sister Kathy. Hold on for a moment. What'd you say? All right. So what I'm gonna do, sis? Give me about 30 minutes. I'm gonna call your number on WhatsApp and things of that nature, and we can go ahead and work out what we need to work out and things of that nature. All right. Wait a minute. Oh man. All right. Is your daughter okay, Brother Dylan? Well, you said she could be out of the hospital tomorrow. Oh, wait a minute. Brother Dylan. No, hey, brother, I'm praying. You have my prayers for your daughter, brother. And I'm gonna stay focused. Sister Pixie does. It's that. Yeah. All right, that's good, brother. That's good. So, you brothers and sisters, be safe. Keep your head on the swivel. And I hope to touch bases with you all, y'all willing, tomorrow. And you all be praying for one another. And you coming to Tanzania too, Brother Dylan? I'm gonna mess around and think this is Exodus is going on over here now. You and Brother MFG. Yeah, that's the beauty of it. I mean, we have our hearts and our minds set, and on that, you brothers and sisters, be safe, and y'all willing. I hope to see you all tomorrow. Shalom.